Hello and welcome to Chip Off the Old Block Toys. This is Jeff here. Today we're going to unbox and build set number 75351, which is a Princess Leia helmet. This is kind of a trilogy, if you will, kind of like the Star Wars movies, because these all came out at the same time. So we've got Commander Cody, Captain Rex, and now we've got Princess Leia. So this set retailed for $69.99 and has 670 pieces and no minifigures. Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and start the time lapse, but before we do, please hit the like button, and if you haven't subscribed already, please consider subscribing by hitting the subscribe button at the bottom. Leave me a comment below and turn on all notifications. Welcome back, and without further ado, let's go ahead and just jump into the review of this set. We always go by value, creativity, playability, ease of build, and part out value. The value, well, simply I'm going to give it an 8. And that's because you have a set that retails for $69.99, 670 pieces, and no minifigures. I mean, I get it. None of these helmets came with a minifigure. That's not uncommon, but at 10.4 cents per piece, I feel that's kind of high, and plus the fact, I gotta admit, I don't really like this helmet. The only helmet that I like less than this helmet is the Red 5 helmet. And yes, I know that's a common thing that I've heard online, but I make my own decisions independently. The reason I don't like this helmet is that, well, I mean, this character was in Return of the Jedi for what, 5-10 minutes tops? So it wasn't even in there for very long, and to make a set out of it, it just seems like an excuse to make a paperweight. I don't really care for it, sorry, so it's an 8. Creativity, I will give it a 10 though. Even though I don't like the set, I went back and I watched some scenes from Return of the Jedi and some still photos. This is a very accurate representation of the helmet in the movie. I mean, this mouthpiece is dead on, the sensor's dead on, this green line's dead on. It does look like the helmet in the movie, so I will give creativity a 10. Playability is just a 7, and that's because, well, there's not a whole lot you can do with this besides display it. But because LEGO has come out with other helmets that are Star Wars related, there is some playability there in the form of displaying them side by side. Ease of build, I'm going to give it a 7. This one was a little bit of challenge with the directions were for the most part clear, but sometimes not. And also this piece right here, how it hangs down, that was a little tricky, and same with all of these different shapes and lines to it. It was not really difficult, but not extremely easy, so I'll give it a 7. Part out value is only a 5, and that's because I don't really use this color right here, medium nougat. Now, for those of you who've been collecting Legos for a long time and using Bricklink, this color used to be called medium dark flesh, and I only mention it because, like I said, other people know it by something else. But now it's called medium nougat. I don't really use this color that much, so it's hard for me to give it a high part out value because of that. I mean, what am I going to do with it? In other words, maybe you have a different use, and maybe to you the part out value would be higher, but for me, it's only a 5. There are some pieces I would use, like these slopes. In fact, on the Grand Line Hotel, I'll be using a lot of these 2x2x3 slopes here. So definitely has some part out value, but just not as much as some other sets. And you know, when you look at these helmets side by side, you will see that this is a good lineup. Like I said, I'm not really care for this helmet too much, but as a trilogy, I think it's all right. It's a good set of sets, and I hope you guys liked this build, and I hope you guys liked the video. And even if you don't like the set, but you like the fact that I put effort in this video, please hit the like button. Tell the algorithm this is a good video and that I'm doing a great job. I would appreciate that. Also, if you haven't subscribed already, please consider subscribing by hitting the subscribe button below. Hit the bell for all notifications and leave me a comment below. More engagement also tells the algorithm to push this out to more people. So I would appreciate anything you do for me. Also, you can share a link to this video or any other video on social media platforms that you are on. That way I don't have to do it because I don't have the time, and it helps me out. It helps me out tremendously, actually. And another thing is you can go to PayPal and you can make a donation. The link's in the description, or links in the description, and you can make a donation to the channel. Helps me continue to buy sets, work on the shop, and it helps me continue to build the Grand Line Hotel and the City Mock, which I haven't touched in a while, but I need to get back to. And also, guys, you can also support the channel by going back and watching old videos. I've got so many videos now. I think it's a little over 600. So I've definitely got something to your liking, I'm sure. Please go back and watch some of those videos if you got some time. That helps also with the watched hours, which helps me get monetized, which is my goal eventually. All right, guys, be good to each other. Stay safe out there, and I'll catch you on the next video.